Hey guys, and welcome back to Shadow of Wolf Jade Empire. Last time we beat some bandits here in town. Now we have to head to the beach, but first I'm going to heal. I'm using a mouse and keyboard instead of my controller this time.
Yet another village with no purpose. I will replenish our supplies and continue my search elsewhere. You will all, of course, have to die.
Leaping Tiger.
Cannon fire!
Purchase moonlight.
You won't see me.
Your skills are more than this tiny village warrants. But I also see something strange, an oddity. You could be an anomaly or a sign of who I seek. A further test is needed. These mercenaries are not the only threat I command. Let us see you contend with this.
Go, come and go, Sam. Alright, let's purchase Ice Shard.
Impressive. Clearly, I have been too dismissive in my search. This village will be torn asunder. Whatever you are hiding, I will have it. I have seen enough of your skills. You will die now, so I am not troubled later. You
you fought my student, but I cannot risk you against a foe like this yet.
So blatant. We never thought to look in so humble a place. We expected an army. Your strategy, as always, is impeccable.
Your search is over, assassin, but no one will hear of your success. It would seem that my past is catching up to me, and you are destined to be swept along. You have faced your first spirit opponents far sooner than I intended. Dawnstar can explain the nature of such creatures. I must go and make sure everything is in place. I thought I had more time, but perhaps you are ready.
Thank you for your assistance, Master Lee.
Do not be so quick to thank me. My influence caused this attack. You were not meant to see this yet, but now there is no choice. I will explain to the school. You have done well, but more than this awaits you. See to your fellow villagers and students, and return to me at the school. We have a great deal to discuss.
I don't know how the fire appeared around my character. I'll probably find some way to fix that later.
We fought well against those bandits, but I had no idea Master Lee could command that kind of power. He destroyed that ship so easily. This is so confusing. Master Lee said I could explain the nature of spirits, but these were different. That sorcerer forced them to appear like wild dogs let loose. So many spirits seem lost, as if the way to their rest is blocked. I didn't think they were dangerous, but those on the beach, I sensed madness. Time drove them mad. You disrupted them by defeating them in combat. They will not reform for a long time. I hope there is peace in that, but I don't know. So much is worrying me.
I prefer it when you're
I was worried enough when we were expecting bandits. Now it seems there are dangers we don't even know about. Master Lee called that sorcerer an assassin. Assassins don't attack at random. They have very specific prey. I don't want anything to happen to this home. I've never belonged anywhere else.
Where'd you live before you came to the school?
Would it be strange of me to say I don't know? I have very little memory of my home before coming here, even though I was 3 years old when I arrived. I remember moving around a lot, never staying anywhere for long, and for some reason, the robes of that sorcerer look familiar to me. I don't know why. I'm sure it's nothing, just the memories of childhood playing tricks, with glimpses of the spirit realm invading my thoughts. I could have seen them anywhere.
Why'd you move around? How'd you come here?
I can't remember specific incidents, but I am used to being shunned. People are not very welcoming of those who appear to not let the dead lay peacefully. Master Lee said I was brought to him by a concerned ally who received me from yet another person. That person wanted me safe, but he said he couldn't ensure it himself. Master Lee doesn't know who that guardian was or what I needed protection from. He promised to look into it, but he's not had time. Your training has taken precedence. My abilities are just a curiosity. You are the center of attention here. I prefer it this way. I can just be.
It is trouble if you cannot know your past.
Yes, I suppose you know something about that as well. I hope this does not sound odd, but I am glad we share that. Thanks for this talk. The events on the beach worried me, but you always improve my mood. Let's get back to what you need to do.
I do hope Master Lee find out about the restless Jade.
I don't want to think about it too much. Manipulating chi has not come as naturally to me as it has to you. The things I do are different. I can see spirit shapes and hear the odd whisper. Master Lee was surprised, but he has not had time to look into it further. Your training is his primary interest. Hopefully I'll find my skills useful for more than just keeping me up at night. Could we go on to something else?
What do you know of the spirit world full of people of interest in the village temple? What do you know about the spirit world?
We are all spiritual creatures. When we die, our spirits are released to find their way to the underworld. The journey eases the transition from life to death. If their time among the living was troubled or painful, spirits sometimes get lost. They can seem almost alive and are often mistaken for living creatures. They usually only appear for a short time. They say what they need to say and then are drawn to the underworld.
What makes them so threatening?
If a person's life is very traumatic, his or her spirit can lose its way for a long time. They can go mad trapped in the world of the living. Maddened spirits change. They lose their connection to the living world and begin to channel darker emotions. They can be very dangerous. I've only seen hints of those. It's been enough. I'm very worried about what may be coming.
What happens to them in the underworld?
I don't know. That's the kind of thing old men sit on mountains to discover. Some say it is a place of judgment. Maybe it's about reincarnation. You'd think we could just ask the spirits themselves, but if we can't really understand our own answers, how can we hope to fathom theirs?
Who are the people of interest in the village?
Well, we've already visited Gu Jin, who used to be a guard in the west, they say. Old Ming always has a story, and he's usually by the statue on the beach. Merchant Fen Do is in the village square. He's been expecting new goods any day now, for weeks. Oh, for training or learning the philosophy behind martial combat, go see Smiling Mountain. He is behind the ring, near the student quarters. He's always amusing.
That's all for
Then
now.
we should return to Master Lee so he can talk to you about this attack.
Alright, we're gonna go up this cave where there's some silver in barrels, I believe. Then we're gonna go collect this focus orb, even though we have max focus. I don't like leaving anything out and about. We're gonna talk to Nijo.
I'm so glad you and Master Lee arrived when you did. My father ran to the school gate to find students to help.
I'm sorry, he didn't survive. I couldn't save him.
He didn't make it? No. Please, no. This town was his home. He shouldn't have died like this.
I honestly probably would try and redo that, but maybe on the next playthrough. I'll try and save this guy.
You're a... Dawnstar, there you are. I know I haven't spoken to you in a while. I saw him again last night, and I remembered what you said. I wasn't as afraid.
I'm glad, Mrs. Zhang.
He seemed peaceful, if a bit lost. But I know it's not your fault now. I'm sorry for disturbing you and for what I said before.
Remember Zhang Jin, her son? He drowned last year after the mooring she tied let go. A sad accident. I saw his spirit and told her. She thought I was calling up ghosts. Some spirits return because of trauma, to rectify something that disturbed them in life or death. They are very focused. When the pain is gone, they find rest. At least they are supposed to. Jin's spirit told his mother the accident wasn't her fault. Now he wanders, unconnected to this world and unable to pass to the next. Troubled spirits can be set to rest for a time, but unless the greater problem is corrected, it seems all dead are destined to wander until they go mad. I'm sorry, this has been difficult. I don't want to think about how it affects specific people. I'm still not sure I should have told Mrs. Zhang about our child.
You're right to counsel her, even if she didn't want to hear it.
I don't know. People just want to be left alone with their grief. I guess blame is easier to understand than chance. Come on, we should go see if the students are all right. Master Li will be waiting.
It's a good thing we have Master Li here. Don't forget his senior student. They say he's the one who...
Wait, which one do you mean? Surely not that arrogant Galbo.
Don't be silly. He's the one with that marvelous dragon. I once heard Master Li say that he was...
Alright, let's let the key him in.
You are the hero of the moment. Gao claims that he dealt with hordes of bandits, but everyone else agrees that you turned aside their main attack. It is good that you were here. My foolish lack of attention forced Master Li to come to my rescue, and left me with a wound that will take a few weeks to heal. Master Li assures me I will heal in time. It's a shame, as Smiling Mountain was teasing me just yesterday with some special prize.
What sort of prize?
Smiling Mountain trains students in group combat, and just yesterday, I managed to break your record for the number of opponents faced at once. He teased me by saying if I could go one higher, he might have a prize for me. I suppose he might make the same offer to you, if you're up to it. If I could fight, he could likely round up enough opponents for you to make a run at a new record, but I can't face anyone with this wound.
Well, looks like I'll need to help out. Regardless of the price, I would have helped her anyway. Is there anything I can do to help your wound?
Unless you can speed up time, I'm not sure there's much that can be done. Master Li has already tended to it. Then again, I vaguely recall a grass or herb that hastens the healing process. Someone like Old Ming might know for sure. He's quite interested in herbs.
Will this herb really quickly enough that you can fight again?
I think so, though I can't remember the name. It was some kind of rare grass, I think.
Do you remember if the herb grows around here?
I don't think it's a common plant, no. The only person I can think of who might know for sure would be Old Ming.
Will the herb heal you quickly enough that you can fight again?
I think so, though I can't remember the name.
I think I know enough about this herb.
I know you're very busy, but if you happen to have time and be passing by the beach, I'd appreciate it if you would at least ask Old Ming. If I'm lucky, he might know of an herb, and if heaven smiles upon me, he'll know where to find some. If you have to buy anything, let me know what it costs and I'll pay you back happily. It would be worth it to get back to training.
Goodbye for now.
Take care. Oh, and if you happen to find anything that might help this wound after you talk to Old Ming, let me know.
Sana urkane aya kaneani? Wanakapir sari awaf, van sier suorufus isinosaurus usuno. Tawi ir kuana ir sonir ipoki. Nararo, na pirapirni, niktakatashi. Nigasurier quanano koni ugnawata ir nignipier.
Might I ask questions?
Ikir niktine piru o iferek uk son puno. Nigasurier quanano koni ugnawata ir nignipier.
All the students was wounded during the bandit attack.
Tawi ir kawana ir sonir ipoki. Uno will na no ba irsu. Isana yoyo konir fuk no sankut na no wana napir. Niato no napadi irovir. Koni ugnawata ir.
What's different?
Irkana. Nigasurier quana no kasa iriro.
Get back to your friends. That's why you want it.
Tasir
Your
sir
tongue
tinto.
grasp will
Funye
make her feel
wowosi ye
thing, but it's only
watahufu.
deadening the pain. It doesn't actually do her any good.
Ipanar nuko iwa ir nigasanarir. Iruro ni nuasa irkana.
Thank you for that.
Usair kokonato. Tanatia. Katanano. Shafatoyo. Kokonato siri panoneniko. Niato no napadi irovir. Koni ugnawata ir. Usair kokonato. Tanatia. Katanano. Shafatoyo. Kokonato siri panoneniko.
Goodbye for now.
Tikotro tuaso. Ukasana urkane ayakan.
Those bandits will think twice before threatening a town protected by the likes of Master Li. They were fools to even come here. The only shame is that their ship sunk. Think what we could have done with their plunder. Ah, well, that's another opportunity lost. In this town, it's vital for a businessman to keep tabs on anyone with 2 coins to rub together. Things haven't been this slow since the long drought. That master of yours keeps things ludicrously stable while merchants thrive on strife. During the long drought, prices rocketed into the sky like fireworks.
You like Master Lee's leadership?
I can't say that. He's a wise man who sees to the heart of things. If I were to complain about anything, it's how few students he attracts. A skilled master could bring a lot of people into this town, but he is very selective about who comes. That's his business, I'm sure, but it affects my business as well.
Let's talk about what you can do for me.
Happily. We don't need to waste time on my gripes when there's silver to be spent.
I'm looking for ingredients for a medicinal poultice.
Oh, yes. I had heard that someone was injured and immediately saw the opportunity to make vast sums of. No, to make a difference, that's it. Anyway, I've checked my stocks and I only have enough ingredients to make 1 dose of the salve for a poultice. I'm not sure how much good it will do by itself. Might take a bit of the sting away.
Old Ming's twisted red silkgrass to cure her wound.
Oh, now that's thinking, isn't it? Yes, I suppose red silkgrass might be just the thing for a wound. I could add it to the poultice. Expensive stuff, that. Very pricey. Hard to acquire, too. Would certainly... Get her some bearded tongue grass and she'll feel better. It won't hasten the healing any, so she'll have to take it easy, but it will deaden the pain.
I'll take the red silkgrass. I want her to be able to fight safely.
If you think you can justify such opulence to heal something that time would take care of, who am I to argue? I'll just need your payment to prepare the poultice.
Here's the 50 silver for red silkgrass.
An excellent choice. I'll mix the salve for you and prepare the poultice. It won't take a moment. There you go. Her pain will fade quickly and the binding effects of red silkgrass will make sure she can fight again, if she wants to. Your generosity is extreme, but who am I to complain? Enjoy, and I hope it makes your friend better quickly.
Goodbye for
Do
now.
come back when the weight of your silver is slowing you down. Always happy to help.
This has been a busy day for us all. Is there something you need?
I have the poultice that should help your wound.
The sun breaks through the clouds when I hear news like this. Heavens, I can already feel it working. That's amazing. Yes, this should be perfect. The poultice must have cost you some silver.
It was only 25 silver.
I'm surprised. It's so effective, I would have guessed it costs more. Here, take the silver. I give it happily. If you're interested in trying to set a new record for Smiling Mountain's special prize, whatever it is, then...
Goodbye for
Goodbye.
now.
I heard how you faced those bandits in the village. Many people are impressed, but I expected no less. Your skill is a match for any rough. I know you haven't had much time for simple sparring. It is too bad. Your fellow students benefit from your experience. A strong opponent is the best trainer.
Okay, I have some additional training.
Ah, yes, training. For some time now, I have offered, for a small fee, to run students through a short regimen that will help them enhance their abilities. The lessons you learn from me, or from any trainer for that matter, will stay with you and help make you stronger or better able to focus your mind or magic.
Show what you have.
Let's see what you can learn.
Belly of iron. Heart of gold. And mind of steel.
What can I do for you? I am...
Are there any students?
Yes, and the students are on edge from the bandit attack. It would do them good to work some of that. And now that Kia Min is feeling better, maybe you'd like to challenge her record in my little
I would like to challenge
Kia
Kim.
Min says that she is feeling well and her wound seems to be already healing. I believe she will provide a fine challenge for you. If you win this match, then I will have a special reward for you. Good fortune.
Ice Shard.
Style game, Golden Star.
Well done. As promised, here is a reward for setting a new standard. Kia Min is eager to try again, but I asked her to rest for now. She seems well despite her earlier injury. Now, is there anything else you wish at the moment?
I should go.
Goodbye. I am here if you need anything.
Alright. We've been on this for 30 minutes. I think we will stop it here, and next we will go back to Master Lee. Please like and subscribe. And a shout out to my younger brother who commented and liked on the last video. Have a good day, and remember, run with the pack and shadow.